Hey guys, Rob Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now, this is an update on my weight loss challenge, so 10 weeks. Week 1 is done and dusted. So, how did I go? So, jumping on the scales, I am at 102.6, so down from 105, which is pretty good for 1 week. So, one of the main things is I have been drinking a hell of a lot of water there, and keeping track of that. So how did I go with all the other stuff though? Let's have a look. So hypnosis, managed 1 night a week. That was because my speaker, I didn't realise how loud it was going to be. So, and it would wake me up periodically with it, as well as my fiance, who I don't want to bother with that sort of thing. So I need to work out something there, where to put it, or cover it with something else, or whatever, so it isn't as loud. EFT, I did twice during the week. Now that too is in terms of, by the time I thought about it, I was already in bed or very, very close to getting to bed or something like that. So maybe even doing it in the morning or something like that to keep things going. I also gave myself a foot detox once in the week, just to sort of kickstart things, and I was feeling pretty lousy waking up in the morning, so I thought, what is it that maybe needs to get out of my system for me to get up and do things a bit better? Exercise, I did more exercise than I've done in quite a while, so, and more regularly. So one thing I would be doing is I would be walking 10 kilometers or riding, or a combination of that plus running and stuff as well, because I'm also testing out a new watch. So having that, doing at least 10 kilometers of activity or more a day, most days anyway. The weekend was a little bit different, but that's something else entirely. That was something that's a little bit out of my control into how I do that, but I'm doing that to earn an income, so you got to take that with what it is. It is all about losing weight and being healthier while living a normal life still. Now the biggest thing that's attributed to this is diet. Once again, a lot of water. So keeping hydrated. I find when I'm not hydrated, I tend to eat more, tend to snack more, throwing in all the stuff that, I don't really require, but because my body needs something. And filling it with water is a great way to keep full. And eating smaller portions has been huge. That's something I always struggle with, because I like to eat until I'm full. Never mind, it's just a constant barrage of food until I feel full. So I have been very, very well disciplined during this past week on keeping those smaller portions. And eating less, throughout the day. I'm not snacking as much, probably because I'm full of water. Now, speaking about the weekend, it was something that, hence why this video is a bit late as well, because it knocked me around a little bit travelling and staying up and camping out where I was. But there we were fed only what we were given sort of thing, so we couldn't actually have the freedom to go out and do stuff. There I did break the intermittent fasting because I didn't know how much energy I would need for the day, so it was better to have something in my stomach rather than nothing. And intake of caffeine went up as well, so instant coffees was pretty well one of the only things that was provided to us, especially in the mornings. And lunch would be something along the lines of very small portion of vegetables, small portion of meat, and huge amount of rice or pasta and stuff. So I didn't eat all of it, and would keep the water up and stuff so I didn't get hungry. And then once it was gone, there was nothing anyway, so I was there to starve pretty well if I didn't eat enough to fulfill myself. But diet is the biggest thing, because I haven't been exercising as much. I get very tired after work, so sometimes it's working past when a scheduled class would be, or those sort of things as well, keeping me from what exercise I would like to do, like to pursue. But if it's a good day, because it's winter here in Australia at the moment, I would walk to work rather than drive or anything like that. So keeping a little bit more exercise happening there. But, so that first 2 and a bit kilos wasn't too hard to lose. So, what do I do to keep this up? So I could do more foot detoxes. One thing I want to do is I want to go get a body scan. As you might see in previous videos of this, going back a couple of years, I had one and it shows you your body fat index. Basically, it's not so much the weight that I want to lose, it's the fat content in my body. If I replace that with muscle or whatever, I'll be a little bit happier with that. Actually, just getting rid of the stuff that's harmful to me, the fat. Getting my fat body percentage down. So this week I look to book in an appointment with that. Depending on time, I mean, I've still got to work around my clients, work around that as well as their availability. If it's not this week, it will be next week. More hypnosis sessions. So whether I just put them on at work if I've got to spare 5 minutes, 20 minutes or whatever, how long the track goes for. More EFT. More EFT. If I'm feeling hungry, just do a quick round in and out of that. And upping the exercise. So I am sort of getting that 2 times a day at least, or depending on my own physical health, because I don't want to get sick. Because if I get sick, then that's a little while off everything as well, and I'll fall into bad habits again, like with diet. I'll go for those comfort foods, all those sort of things. But anyway, enough about that. Let's have a look now at this. So this is after week 1. Not a dramatic weight loss change, but something has happened, obviously. I've lost a couple of kilos and looking to lose a lot more. Other things too, supplements have been going well. So I have been using a thermogenic protein powder as well as a pre-trainer to give me an extra boost, extra push. But other than that, everything else has been the same. With my multivitamin, magnesium, zinc tablets to help me, as well as an immune boosting one, just so I can fend off that as I'm doing more, as I'm wearing myself out day after day. But anyway guys, that is week 1, done and dusted. So, stay tuned and we'll see what week 2 brings for us. But anyway, I'm Rob Murphy. I will see you in the next video.